All right, y'all. So we have a lot to talk about. There's actually a lot of uproar in the community regarding the Daima Anniversary LRs, especially when it comes to their animations. So I also want to talk about their kits as well. We're gonna just tackle both of these things in the same video. In fact, we'll probably tackle the kits at the second half of the video. And first, we're gonna focus on the animations and the reveals themselves. So we got a lot of things revealed during this 11th anniversary live stream. In fact, I can go ahead and bring up this live stream right now. If y'all just give me just a second here. Again, during this live stream, we had a couple of things revealed to us. Throughout the live stream, we did have the 5 main topics, basically, and then the campaign information at the end, just very small things. The actual event information that's coming in terms of challenge events, the new LRs, EZA details, well, EZA confirmations, and that's kind of like the big thing here. Honestly, I will say when it comes to the reveals, I feel like not a lot really was said. It pretty much was just, hey, these are what the LRs do, these are their animations, and then here's the EZs that are coming. We got confirmation on the 11th anniversary special battle, which is nice. We did already know that was coming. So like in terms of like the details of what we were aware of already from the data download, we already knew about this. We already knew about the Whis event, right? We've seen all the Whis event stuff already. We knew about the 11th anniversary special battle, which is still cool that we're getting this, but this is something that we already knew about. Then we also already knew about the Tamagamis, which are only SSRs, and right now they don't really look that great. Now, there's a big uproar on Super Saiyan 4 Goku's animations. I think that's the biggest issue people are having right now. Then after this, we'll get to the animations in just a second. We also had confirmations on Extreme Z Awakenings for these 3 characters right here. Kai Gohan, or DBZ opening Gohan, Kai opening Goku, and then the physical Super Saiyan Trunks teen are all getting awakenings. EZA for the first 2, and then a Super EZA for the last one. So they all fit the new teams of the LRs. I guess that's kind of what they're going for. But that's kind of what was shown. And again, I'm not like, I think there is good stuff shown here, but is it like something that's blowing me out of the waters? I feel like I would say no. But let's see what people are saying. Again, we do have these 2 polls that are ongoing. In fact, this one I could refresh again. So I asked you guys what you're thinking about it. So far, we have 1,386 votes on the Twitter side, where 19% is very satisfied, 45% is satisfied, and then 35% feel underwhelmed. So this is essentially like, oh, you're neutral with it, which it seems like a majority of people are neutral. Then the second largest amount of people are underwhelmed, and then the third amount of people are actually very satisfied with this. So it is actually following a somewhat similar trend here, except there's less underwhelmed people than there is very satisfied, and satisfied are much higher. But this poll on YouTube so far has only received 218 votes. I think that's because a lot of people are live right now and they're watching live streams of other creators, so the YouTube space might not be receiving as much of a direct look. Now, I think I could refresh this as well, and I think it should be the same. Yeah, pretty much it is the same. So let's see what people are talking about here. Nothing about life is real, 6-7. Okay, well, yeah, I guess so. The animations are mostly disappointing besides Goku's active skill than Vegeta's non-EX12 key inactive. Kits are wild and you cannot wait to pull Vegeta and make your Diamond team that much better with insane support. Goku's cool rise, we'll go for him after Vegeta. Again, we'll talk about kits in a bit later. Alright, Saitama punching Vegeta's balls, that's great. Extremely underwhelming part 1 of an anniversary. The animations especially are shit except the actives. Kits are good but will age like fine milk. You're expecting Daima to be a mid part 1 so far and nothing has proven me wrong. You think it's kind of like GDC Part 1 where a lot of the actual content wasn't shown? I agree. Overall, though, you're happy with how strong the unit kits are. We'll get to that. Great character choice, great kits, but they cut corners and animations, as in your main attraction, you're kind of bummed out. Very satisfied with the shot of the active skill. Most underwhelming part 1 in modern era by far. And units tend to have really fun new mechanics that make those units cool and fun, but the EX super attack is meh. You're gonna have the same amount of hype as them as a monthly LR, although Vegeta's animations are pretty good. You think it's gonna be like GDC mid-start, but by the end of Celebration, it'll be viewed as one of the best. Zero excitement. You've never seen zero excitement. Goku's animations can't make you say very excited, but overall you're excited. Dog shit cards, dog shit EZAs. Again, there's like a mix where I feel like some people are just normally satisfied, but you know, we see even on the timeline itself, there's just a lot of people who are just not satisfied or underwhelmed by the animations. Even I saw Slavix, you know, one of his tweets came up and they're like, the animations for Goku is kind of but the kits look very good. I think that's kind of the general thought process about this. I mean, a lot of people are bringing up part 2 and they're like, wow, part 2 is gonna look really good. I mean, yeah, because of Dokkan original animations, if they do have Dokkan original animations, it will look good, but who knows. Here's my take on the animations. Personally, I think the 12K animations for Goku and Vegeta, and a little bit of Vegeta, but mostly Goku, I just don't like. Like, I feel like we look at the normal super attack animations, especially, like, I would even argue that 12 key looks pretty okay, like all things considered. And we're gonna look at this in 2x speed, by the way, which, by the way, the intro looks amazing. Like, in 2x speed looks very close to the anime, and it's just a shot right there. Like, this is just a normal punch. I'm not like going crazy over this. I think this is just okay. Then we have this initial shot that kind of has me bothered, and I think there's like one shot that I'm like about when it comes to the EX super, but I think this looks pretty good. Like, we're just looking at this, the close-in looks really nice. I feel like that close-in looks really nice. Like, I'm not bothered by the EX super attack at all. I think some people don't like the EX super attack, and to be fair, the animation looks better when it's, I think, actually in like 2x speed. But even then, like, we take a closer look here, like, I think Goku flying up to do the punch, that's like the only issue I have with that animation. But I mean, this all looks good, does it not? Like, when you're really looking back at it, what looks bad about this? Like, this looks good, does it not? I don't know if I'm missing anything, or maybe I just like have terrible taste. Some people would agree, and you know, these are animations. And then we see the active skill here. Look how good this looks. This active skill looks beautiful. 1-to-1 with the anime. One of the best at like just modern Dragon Ball animations. This active skill is incredible. Like, look at that, dude. Oh my god. That looks really good. Then again, we see the intro as well. This intro looks incredible too. Look how good this intro animation looks, man. I think that, in my opinion, the 12 key super attack and the 18 key non-EX super are a bit underwhelming. But even the 12 key, I'm not like going, you know, like, oh, it's a 12 key super attack. And I like the first shot here. I like the kind of power up that we see as well. Like, I honestly, I would say the 12 key super attack isn't even bad. Like, the only one that I just don't like is the 18 key, but because, I mean, you could tell the 18 key is just an unfinished version of the 12 key. And then I think a lot of people may have an issue with this one shot right here. Like, people, I think this is a shot that people don't like, and I'm not like a fan of it either, but it's not like the end of the world to me. I don't know. Now Vegeta's animations look, I think, a lot more smooth is what I would say. Again, we know Vegeta's intro, I think, looks pretty good as well. Like, we could just play it just cause, but I do like Vegeta's intro animation. I think it looks nice, right? It just 1-to-1 with the anime, looks very good. That effect looks really cool as well. And yeah, this just looks great. Then we could take a look at his animation specifically when it comes in 2x speed specifically, because that's what we're going to be playing in the game. And I think this is the only shot that I'm like, it looks like only a little weird, but not in a bad way. It just feels like it stands out compared to the rest of the animation. But everything else, like that kick looks really nice. That effect, let's chill with me. Then we have the final burst cannon, which is the kind of finished the EX super attack at the 12 key. Funny enough, I kind of like the the normal version better because the kick I think looks really nice, but the EX super attack looks good too. Then we see this right here. I know someone in my chat, Herb, was actually saying that they don't like the tunnel, but I think it looks good. I definitely think it looks nice. Then obviously the active skill is also incredible. Like, I feel like Vegeta's animations just feel generally smoother, and I don't really see like a bad shot in them. I think everyone agrees Vegeta's animations are great, but I just think like just because Vegeta's animations are better than Goku's doesn't mean Goku's are bad. And I think people really focused on the bad aspects of Goku's animations, which in my opinion there shouldn't even be any bad aspects, to be fair. Like, I think that like the 12 key and 18 key just don't really look good. Supers are butt for the material they had here. Like, I don't know what they did for the 12 key and 18 key. I think the EX super looks fine though, but could they have been better? I think they should have been better. Him charging up before he does the Kamehameha would have also been really good as well. It's because the animation allows too much hang on the PNGs. Vegeta has it too, but by the time you notice it, Vegeta's animation in the next part is playing. For Goku, you notice it, then sticks on the screen for another half second. Yeah. Normal thingy sucks, but I really like everything else. I like the 12 key probably more than people think. I mean, it does look way better 2 times. But my only issue is Goku's 18 key. Really, I think the 12 key has like a weird shot or two, but I don't mind it too much. Let's see what some of the YouTube comments are saying, because again, I know a lot of people, again, I'm telling you guys, like on the timeline there's so much discussion. I mean, you guys even seen in my comments where people just are not fans. But again, yeah, look, I'm looking at this Iron tweet. I agree with this. So for making us wait this long, these animations should have been perfect. And that's the issue. I think they're not perfect. But the thing is, I don't think that makes the animations bad just because they're not perfect. You could be disappointed because they're not perfect, but I think a lot of people are taking the step and calling them, this is the least hype anniversary ever. These animations are completely garbage. These animations are a 0 out of 10. Like, let's take a step back, look at the animations again, see the intro and active skill and the EX super attacks, and then Vegeta's animations outside of those are still fine. It's really Goku that has just some weird spots, which I'm not trying to excuse them, but just because something is an 8 out of 10 doesn't mean, oh, because it's not a 10 out of 10, it's actually a 0 out of 10. That's what I'm coming from, but that doesn't mean that you can't personally just hate it. Like, you could just obviously personally hate it. That's up to you. Let's read some YouTube comments here. It was really good aside from the attacks of the Daima characters. Just wish they would have had split the Daima characters so we can get one in part 1 and one in part 2. Super Saiyan 4 Goku should have been the Carnival, and Super Saiyan 3 should have been the Carnival for part 2, because the leaked units, if true, are more worthy of being Dokkan Fest. I don't agree with that. Like, these Daima characters should have been both in Dokkan Fest. You really love that Daima. Wish Goku's animations were a little better and Vegeta's banner was a little better. But other than that, it's going to be one of your favorite part 1 since 6th anniversary. Kids were not particularly engaging, but you love Vegeta's animations. Can't lie, you're just satisfied. Expected a little more after a year-long wait. Then add on, they didn't show much of these Daima characters going into the live stream, so expectations were a bit higher considering how good the anime looks. I agree. I think me and a lot of other people have had our expectations set high because the Daima anime looks really good. So to have like some odd looking spots with the source material that we have doesn't make sense to me. You're simply meh for it. You'll be waiting for part 2. You like Daima, but the animations of kids are not interesting. Underwhelmed, very good kit wise, but Goku looks boring and generic. Their active skills don't add much to the table gameplay wise either. Vegeta's animations are good for Carnival, but Goku's are definitely below anniversary standards. I would like meet you halfway on that. I think that it's not the best like anniversary, you know, relative, you know, through the time that they release, of course, but I would not say that they're not anniversary standards. I mean, again, the intro active skill looks beautiful, but I mean, if we take a look at the previous anniversary units, I guess maybe comparing it to the 10th anniversary is a bit funny because the 10th anniversary had characters like, I mean, even Evolution Vegeta had like very generally concrete stuff. I think Goku's could have been a bit smoother. Not to mention they barely announced anything on part 1, no details. Banners are like in 16 hours is what a lot of us are assuming. Like, we don't know for sure, but we just gotta wait and see. Another thing that I feel like is weird that we haven't seen is the actual what's it called? What was I gonna say? Like, hold on, I'm trying to edit a I'm trying to edit a change to copyrighted on the last stream. So one of the big issues to me is that I actually forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, like I feel like there wasn't a lot talked about in the stream. Like I like that's honestly the biggest issue I have right now is that I feel like the stream didn't barely like we basically just got the unit details. Like we didn't get anything else, and that was an hour-long stream. Everything else we pretty much knew about, and it's like the EZA announcements are nice, but like you're not gonna tell us anything about them at all. Like nothing. You're just gonna you literally just gave us the EZA details. That is actually the only thing we got from this, which is a bit disappointing in my opinion. I think that the actual content of what was revealed in the stream should have been extrapolated upon. I don't know. It just felt kind of like lacking with what they could have revealed. And I don't remember what was like in the 10th anniversary live stream. In fact, I could probably bring that up. Like the 10th anniversary reveals. I'm sure that's not like too far away for me to bring up. I have to go to this other page here. Actually, I did do quite a bit of streams last year, huh? Okay. We have Ijo Wuhan. We're close. Yeah, part 1 live stream right there. And, you know, we could definitely see a lot more during the anniversary. Ooh, that's my face cam that I had on right there. Like, okay, if we look at the live stream itself. Oh, I had a friend over for that too, huh? Interesting. Like, we got... Yeah, look, during the 10th anniversary live stream, we got confirmation on the free-to-play characters. We got confirmation that they're going to be an LR. We got, obviously, the 3 anniversary LRs on here. Let me keep looking here. We got their battle motions as well, which we didn't even see the battle motions for these LRs. Obviously, there being 3 LRs last year was a pretty big difference. We got confirmation on the coins, I guess, which, you know now for sure is a thing that's going to happen. I guess maybe comparing to last year, it's not that big of a difference, but it just feels like, you know, there wasn't much to be said. And maybe just the aura of this anniversary feels different as well. We also had Sunshine. Sunshine's pretty fucking cool. So, I don't know. Maybe I was capping there, like comparing it to the 10th anniversary, but still, I'm not like, you feel pretty underwhelmed. You had a feeling nothing could really top 10th year, and I guess you were right. Also, that stream kind of sucked. They revealed less things than before. They should have had permanent stacking, would have made them fun, but Diamond's too late. Least hyped. Diamond fans were acting like the kings of the world just for the part 2 alerts that had better animations. That's technically not confirmed, but I mean, if they both have Dokkan originals, it's possible. No hype. Yeah, see, again, a lot of people aren't liking this, so we'll see. But next, we're going to be taking a look here at what people are thinking about the kits specifically. I could theoretically make this a separate video, but... I mean, I might make this, I should probably make this a separate video. Let me take some time to digest the kits a little more. And this is already, what, a 20-minute video? I think that's good enough. I mean, I could double check and see if there's any other responses that kind of catch my eye in this other monitor I have right here. I mean, let's take a look here at the replies to this tweet. The animations, the Super Saiyan 4 Goku's, right? Sad to Kamehameha doesn't have the step into hand transition. Not that they're awful, but the bar was really high after waiting for a year. Yeah, again, we see mid. Why did they make him so awful? How does Mini Super Saiyan 4 have better animations? Is that true? Mini Super Saiyan 4 versus adult Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So the thing is that Mini Super Saiyan 4 has the entrance, which in terms of the entrance animations, I think both of them are good. Like, both of them are very good. This guy also does have the counter, which this counter animation looks very sick as well. Like, this is a very good counter animation. You could argue that. I think you can. Like, outside of the, I feel like the active skill for the adult version is better, but it's not like the kid one is bad either. Like, the mini version of this active skill is still very good. I would not put it against someone to make that argument. Definitely, I feel like the adult version looks better, but this is still a really good active. Like, I'm not... And the thing is that you're getting consistent quality here compared to the 11th anniversary LR. I'm not gonna agree with it personally, just because I like the intro for the 11th anniversary LR better. I like the active skill better. The EX super attack still looks good. I mean, if someone prefers this guy's animation, though, I guess that's their own opinion. I feel like that's maybe hating on it a little too much. But I could... Tech Mini Super Saiyan 4 has really good animations too. The active skill animation saved him. Yeah, this is just like overhating. It's not like this at all. At least in my opinion. Maybe I'm just like not too much of an animation like kind of head, but I think it's fine. I genuinely do think people are overrating like how much they hit it, but I'll make a separate video for this. Why not? We also have the do details, so we could probably cover that in a separate video, but let me know what you guys are thinking. I appreciate y'all for watching. I mean, we'll see. I'll catch you guys in the next video, and peace out.